I'm going to win by some sort of knee stomp, to be honest with you. That's how the fight's going to be over.
The oblique kick to the knees is one of the most effective kicks that you can get, not only in MMA, but in self-defense as well. Why is it so effective? Well, because you can control distance.
But it's a great technique. It keeps my opponents at bay.
By stamping on the knees, it prevents the guy from stepping forward. It's probably the most effective way to control distance because the guy literally, whoever it is, can't move forward. It works by connecting to the knee, but most importantly by catching the leg and hyperextending it. It's the most effective way to control distance in a fight, and it's well worth understanding. So keep watching. The cross stamp kick is difficult to defend because it's hard to see. It comes up from a low line. The main reason why it's hard to see is because the shoulder line stays the same. So when you're looking at the opponent or your opposite fighter at the eye line, what you'll notice is that his shoulders hardly move because the kick literally lifts from the knee and it drives forward. The most important conception is that you lift your knee as well. So when you deliver the kick, the delivery actually comes from lifting the knee. In fact, the only indicator that the kick's coming in is that the fighter has to lean back to deliver the kick. And in that sense, it does give you some warning, but most importantly, it's hard to block. It's hard to stop. The cross stamp kick is probably the most effective kick, partly because it's hard to see, easily delivered, and most importantly, hard to read.
But the biggest thing about this kick is the deception involved. You don't know if this kick's coming low, if it's coming low, if it's going high. You don't know if these things are happening.
Now, why is the kick so effective at controlling distance? Well, when the guy advances forward, he actually has to move on his foot from toe to heel. And that, in a sense, straightens the legs slightly. So if you can catch the timing on this and actually kick the knee joint at that point in time, it jars the leg, hyperextends it, and forces the fighter backwards. So if you can imagine someone's throwing a punch, as the punch is coming in, you're affecting the person's balance by attacking the weighted leg that they put on. So they're putting their weight onto that leg as they're punching and you're attacking them. The most effective aspect of it is that when you lean back slightly in delivering the kick, it makes it quite difficult for the guy to actually counter punch because what you're doing is your head's slightly out of range.
Mr. Jones comes up, throws that kick again, boom. Real important in this kick is he keeps his body back. If he keeps his body back, there's no way I can reach him with a punch.
The other advantage of the cross stamp kick is that you can deliver the kick through the center of your body. So essentially, as you're kicking, you're driving with power by lifting the knee, but most importantly, you're protecting your own groin. So the kick doesn't go across, it actually rises and stamps. And the reason why it rises is because as you're kicking and you're penetrating the muscle, you're driving with full force with the heel of the foot, which is generated all the way through the hip, okay, through your posture and through your structure into the person's anatomy. The great thing about kicking the knees is that it doesn't matter how tall your attacker is. Wherever they are, their knees are always roughly the same height. You don't have to worry about kicking the guy in the head, you just simply stamp on the knees. So mostly in Wing Chun, we usually kick towards the knees, and there's a reason why we kick towards the knees, because of the structure of the leg is weak against certain angles. So in other words, if Simon puts his leg forward, if for example he's punching and I duck down here and I push into the knee, if I push into the knee, you can see it's very, very difficult. Can you come forward again for me, please? So if I push into the knee, it's very difficult for him to keep a good balanced state. But one thing to consider, kicking the knees is not easy. It takes a lot of time, distance judgment and effort to be able to develop the skill to be able to kick someone in the knee that's moving in and punching you. It's something that you will have to work on over a period of time, but it is worth working on the skill because it's probably one of the most effective kicks that you can deliver, and it's definitely a fight stopper. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this and you've picked up a few points.